Circle Navigation. I'm your host, Ieshia Jordan. On the last episode, we talked about Frenchtown and the Frenchtown Rising. We also talked about the gentrification of Frenchtown. You guys, this is season 6. That means we're over the halfway mark, and I'm so excited. With that being said, I'm about to pass the mic to JzeTai for COVID safety.
Thank you for the introduction, Ieshia. I am your host, JzeTai Briel Elliott. Now let's get into our COVID safety segment. As a recent COVID survivor, I definitely urge everybody to follow your precautions, like washing your hands, wearing your mask, and sanitizing everything that you can possibly sanitize. Just be aware of where you're putting your hands when you're putting them on your face, when you're touching your body, and when you're touching everything else also. Just make sure you're washing those hands most definitely. Some of the symptoms I did have was the loss of taste. I wasn't able to smell anything. I also wasn't able to really move how I wanted to because my body was sore. Another thing that was very prominent was the congestion. So I definitely can see how that can cause breathing problems when you are a survivor of COVID or getting COVID. I am JzeTai Briel Elliott, and that is our COVID segment. Now let's go into commercial break and get these bills paid.
Get to the business.
Man, I need a proper team, man. I need a proper team.
No.
Like the idea of having a webinar for your business, but hate the idea of putting one together? I want to invite you to take
Mr. Keon Oldstein.
Hands up.
Be up, hold my ass.
You ain't no red shirt money to protect the rock. I don't want to see you throw your life away in the streets, man.
Welcome back from commercial break. This is Circle Navigation, Season 1, Episode 6. I'm your host, Ieshia Jordan.
And I'm your host, JzeTai Briel Elliott.
This part of the show is called Dine and Design, where we talk about food and fashion.
Food and fashion has been a very big part of the Black community for a very long time. We use food to bring together our families and our friends and things of that nature.
And you know we have to look good doing it. This goes back generations and generations with our grandparents and great-grandparents when everybody would get together in their Sunday best and sit around the table and eat soul food.
Now that we have elaborated on food and fashion, we would like to bring out our special guest, Miss Tìa Moños. Welcome to our show, Circle Navigation. So, Miss Tìa, tell us about yourself and about your brand.
I am the owner of Bowen Company, where I represent plus-size women apparel. We represent body positivity. I'm also well known for my hair bows and my custom apparel.
And with body shaming at an all-time high, it's awesome that you have a line that promotes body positivity, especially for our plus-sized women.
Miss Tìa, tell us about your brand and how you got started.
The name of my business is Bowen Company, where we sell only plus-size apparel. We represent body positivity. And what motivated me to get into this business is because within my community, I seen a post on social media asking, where can we get affordable clothing? We can't find anything. We're tired of looking like old women. Like, we want to, get out of our shell. So I did some digging, and, I hopped in a couple of ladies' inboxes and was like, just give me time. Just wait on it. I promise you I got you. So I would say a couple of months later, after I seen that post, I just popped out with a video, and it was so unexpected because what I was known for previously was my hair bows and all this other stuff. So, now I represent, just coming out of the shell. Like, whenever a lady come to me and, she's self-conscious about herself, I always focus on points that they're not comfortable with. So if they come in my shop, or if they go online, or they inbox me and they say, hey, I don't like my fupa, it's fine. That's what we're going to focus on. That's what you're going to show. And so, with me, radiating my energy to them, I kind of bring them out their shell, and they're actually like a different person, and they feel better about themselves. And that's what we're all about.
Miss Tia, I can tell you're very passionate about your brand, and I really love that. And I can tell that people will gravitate towards that. So, did you bring any products today to show us?
Well, why, yes, I did. I did bring in some products. So, with Bowen Company, we do a lot of things. So, not only are we known for our plus size clothes, but what actually got this started was my hair bows. So, I'm very well known for my hair bows. I actually started this business actually on $50 in faith. I actually started making them. I went to Walmart, and just bought like $50 worth of ribbon, kind of self-taught myself how to make these particular type of bows. And I went live on Facebook one time and didn't sell anything. I'm not gonna lie, I did get a little bit discouraged, but I kept going. So the next time I went live on Facebook, I had a wall full of bows. Like the whole wall was just full of bows behind me. And I sold all of those bows, all of them. And no, people had me crying, but and so that's what kind of motivated me to keep going. And then, I got a lot of other suggestions to do, things like this here, where I customize shoes and things like that. So, we do a lot of, here at Bowen Company, we do a lot of stuff. So, if you have some ideas, feel free to, just let me know, and I'm pretty sure I can make it.
Okay, Miss Tia. Now tell the people where they can find you.
So yes, I'm all over social media. So if you want to find me on Facebook, you can find me at Tìa Moños. Also, you can find me on TikTok at Bow and Company. So if you're interested in any of our pieces, you can visit our website at www.bowandcompany.com.
Now let's go into commercial break and get these bills paid.
Yeah. All right.
This is season 1, episode 6 of Circle Navigation. I'm your host, Ieshia Jordan. Health and wellness is a very important part of our everyday lives. Here on this show, we try to bring awareness with each episode, whether it be dietary, mental, or physical workouts. Here to elaborate more on this topic is one of my husband's personal friends who has been here on and off the set, Tony B.
Navigation team under you.
Yeah.
So I see you have your products here. So tell us about your business.
All right. So first of all, I'm a life changer. I'm Coach Tony B, and I'm a life changer, right? Meaning I'm in the business of changing lives, mindset, and bank accounts. How about that, right? Sounds crazy, right?
Yes.
All in one. And this is how we do it. We do it with our products. So let's talk about changing lifestyle. First of all, we all put a lot of toxins in our body on a day. You know, we believe in health. Me personally, I'm a fitness trainer, so I'm deep in the health business. And I found the opportunity to come along and find products that can not only help you build up your immune system, but detox all the waste that's in your body.
I am Coach Danielle, and we are life changers. And about this tea, let me tell y'all, this tea is awesome.
Yes,
you
Lord.
hear me? This tea not only filters your blood, it detoxes all your internal organs,
Yes.
including your colon. And you guys know that is the #1 leading cause of death in African Americans.
Talk
Let me
about
just say that right there.
Talk about
And it also cleans out your large and your small intestine. So of course you're gonna use the bathroom, but it's only because you're detoxing. It's getting you clean.
Not like a regular laxative.
Yeah, not like that. Don't have that harshness that a laxative have. It actually, and when I say feel good after, you feel awesome. You know, when you feel good on the inside, it shows on the outside, you know. And okay, now let me speak on this Alleviate right here. You hear me, baby, when I tell you, great. It's one of our top CBD products. Yes. Now it's good for muscle ache, joint pain. If you baby, when I say mega knees, put it on there, baby. You got the mega knees. You hear me?
Yes, love.
You know, it's good for arthritis. It doesn't have that aroma that being gay and everything have, you know, that strong medicated. The smell is awesome. I love it. It's like a lavender smell to it, but it is great. And when I say instant relief, it is instant. I absolutely love it. You hear me? He pulled the muscle in his back. I put it on there. I could say 5 to 10 seconds later, he was okay, you know, able to bend down, touch your knees and everything. Like,
matter of fact, we actually had a fitness session the next morning. Well, the company has been around. Total Life Changes has been around since the early 90s. It was founded by this genius called Jack Fowler over in Michigan. He was working for a manufacturer, and he got tired of just doing the 9-to-5 job. It wasn't working out for him at his age, so he wanted to try something new in the area of, well, what I say, arena that would last forever, and what would last longer than health, right? So he found a way that he can make residual income while helping people get healthy. So that comes down to now, this year, 2021, me, Coach Tony B, I'm about 6 months in, and I have been making residual income on the side. But guess what? I also have an opportunity to help other people.
You guys, I'm not making any medical claims, but I had COVID. And when I had COVID, I took these products. These products helped me to be able to get up out my bed. I was even able to get up and exercise, jog. I couldn't jog far, but I was able to get up and jog. That product right there, that NRG, this right here, a lifesaver, you know, because in the process of me having COVID, I was depressed, stressed, my anxiety was over the top, you guys. And I took this product, and when I say it's activated them happy cells, it activated the happy cells. It gave me the energy to be able to get up and interact with my family, even though I had to wear the mask, but I still was able to get up, interact with my family. I was able to get up and work out, exercise to keep my immune system built so that I could get through with COVID, because a lot of people didn't make it. So that's why we're recommending that a lot of people, you know, take these products. Like I said, I'm not making any medical claims, but I do want to let you guys know that these products are awesome.
And that concludes our health and wellness segment with Tony B, Danielle, and Rudy G.
It's definitely a pleasure having you guys on Circle Navigation. I can tell you guys are very passionate about your company, and I definitely love that. Now let's take it to commercial break so that we can get these bills paid.
Fresh trainer here. We're at the Leeward Writters. This is my class, Body Blast. Body Blast is a tribe of collective people that want to strive for more. We're here to encourage that. So this is the place that happens.
Chef Boy Cooking.
My name is Frank Adaway, and this is Circle Navigation. Today I've been asked to speak to Circle Navigation on the subject and topic of a very powerful but misunderstood man back in history that's not even known to most of the general public today by the name of Mansa Musa. Mansa is not in particular a name, but it is a title. It means sovereign ruler. Musa, which is his name, was a part of the Mali people over in Africa a long time ago during the 14th century. He was a very wealthy man. He inherited the wealth from his uncle, for which he worked, and who was the king at first, and who he worked for as a lieutenant in his army and under his government. This guy was so wealthy that he gave away probably more money than he had at the time of his death, which is estimated to be about $400 billion. I mean, some of these guys today, they can't even fathom that. In his quest for control of his people and to keep everything in order, he eventually converted to Islam. And Islam, as well as the other religions with Judaic characteristics, were used for objects to control populations of people. Even Rome used it very wisely, and even to this day, the Pope uses it. But anyway, Mansa Musa, he used it to control the populations of people in order that he may keep his wealth intact during the times of trade. And trade became prominent during those days, because if he couldn't trade, he was not going to be able to stretch his wealth to propaganda his wealth. So he had to use those trade ways and trade with different populations of people and different ethnic groups of people in order to maintain his wealth. He was very, very, very creative with this. And this is how he managed to manifest so much wealth, even over his uncle's wealth that he had passed down to him. Probably the greatest aspect of Mansa Musa's tenure was he lived during the days what we call the Dark Ages. And those Dark Ages were some trial and tribulation times for any group of people. Note that before the paternal era, which is before the Dark Ages, that was a maternal era, which means the women ruled. So in order for us to understand this first, women ruled even before Mansa Musa became a king or became a sovereign sultan. We have to understand that the women's ruling of this planet was here before the man. That came with religion. They placed the man over the woman, when in actuality it was the woman over the man. It was a maternal universe, and it still is to this day. But we call it paternal. We put the man over it. We even aspects of God are placed into an aspect of masculine. He has to be a male, when in the beginning it was a female. Again, I'm Frank Adaway for Circle Navigation, and this concludes our Black History segment for today.
Welcome back to Circle Navigation. I am your host, JzeTai Elliott. Today we'll be jumping into a segment about Black Voters Matter. We had the pleasure of joining Miss Melanie Laster, owner of South Tifton Learning Center, at the convention for the Black Voters Matter. Our nonprofit organization, QC Performing Arts, had the pleasure of joining Miss Melanie in a toy drive, in which we gave away free toys. They also gave away food and clothes to the community also. I want to give a very special shout out to Miss Melanie Laster for bringing the community together, especially during these times.
What makes Arcade tight is they have all these sounds for space. You know, it's just a bunch of cool sounds.
Welcome back from commercial break. I am the executive producer, Chris Fowler, and I want to thank everyone who's been holding us down while we've been doing the process of this show. This show, we were bringing different type of topics, such as technology, education, health and awareness, COVID-19 safety. We also want to talk about Black Voters Matters. We always educating people on our Black culture and where we are originally coming from with what we're doing. And now, with further ado, we like to go inside our hip hop segment, Christopher Connor's Steve's Place.
Chef Boy cooking.
Yo, what up, people? It's is your boy Slade G, and welcome back to Circle Navigation. I am your host for the hip hop segment, Steve's Place. And on today's segment, man, we're gonna be chopping it up with that boy Superstar Yilza, man, straight out of Athens, Georgia. Before we get to the segment today, and I get on your hindsight and these bones right here, you feel me? Won't you just give us a little bit of background on where you from, man? You got a little single coming out. Just let the people know what you got going on real fast, man.
Like I said, I'm from Ashford, Georgia, man, Turner County. Feel me? Small city, you know, out here in the country, like all along. You know, all hood about the same, you feel me? But from the city where, you know, it's a lot of snake, a lot of grime and dick ride, excuse my language, you feel me? But I still love my city, you know what I mean? Give and take, gotta roll with the punch. Before I'm a single, you know what I mean? I got a single on the way, soon to all platform, never be the same.
All right, gonna get out your car. So, bro, like, one thing I do want to know is, what made you pick this as your single? You know what I'm saying? What made you say that this the one, this the magic? You feel me?
Like I said, bro, I've been holding back for a while now, really. For light-wise, music-wise, you know what I mean? It's a lot I got in my bag, you know what I mean? It's just this one. That particular day, you know what I mean, when I went to the studio, I felt it so hard, you know what I mean? I felt it through my soul, so I mean.
Yeah, bro, I know that feeling, bro. That's what automatically happens when you go to get them tingles, and you just know it's the one, bro. You had a thing on repeat all the time, back to back to back. Yeah, man, I feel you on that right there, man. But you gonna get out your car on these bones, though, and let the people know your social medias and stuff, and how they can get in contact with you if they want to feature or something like that. Yeah, I mean,
they can catch me really on our site at YKN User. You know what I mean? Super Savage on Facebook. I mean, soon to be screaming on all platforms.
So, bro, you say you dropped a single, Never Be the Same. You got some visuals done to that too, man. How was that?
I mean, it really worked out real good, man. I got a chance to work with my boy Christopher Tarantino.
Oh, Tarantino?
You know, we've been working for a while.
All right, man. We were just in here in the building with your boy Superstar Yilza. You can check that single out. Never Be the Same. Video shot, filmed, and edited by your boy, Mr. Tarantino, man. Look, we got to get out of here and go pay some bills, but when we come back, I'm going to hit y'all with a little treat.
And that concludes Season 1, Episode 6 of Circle Navigation. I'm your host, Ieshia Jordan. Stay blessed, never stressed, and see you on the next episode. Welcome back to Circle Navigation. This is Season 1, Episode 7. I am your host, Ieshia Jordan.
Circle Navigation. This week, we decided to do something totally different. We traveled to Albany, Georgia, to the Ray Charles Plaza at the Hilton Gardens. This is Circle Navigation, Season 1, Episode 7.
Nobody, when you showed up and came across my way, I wasn't looking for attention, but somehow I found it anyway. Oh, how you touch my hand, pull me back and hold me close again.
Before we get started, let's do a recap of the previous episode. We had Tìa Moños for Dine and Design, Tony B and Team Anew You for Health and Wellness, Frank Adaway for Black History Month, and we also aired our new hip-hop segment, Christopher's Corners, Steve Place. Now let's get started on today's show, and I'd like to introduce my co-host, JzeTai Briel Elliott.
Hi, Hi, I'm JzeTai Elliott, and we're going to start off our show today with the COVID safety update. According to the Associated Press, the Omicron coronavirus has peaked in the state of Georgia. We are still asking you to continue to take all safety precautions. Washing your hands, in some cases masking up, and remaining 6 feet apart. I am JzeTai Elliott, and let's go to commercial break so that we can get these bills paid.
Man, I need a proper team, man. I need a proper team.
No.
Mr. Keon Oldstein.
Dude, don't move! Hands up!
We don't hold like that.
You ain't no red shirt money to take the drop.
I don't want to see you throw your life away in the streets, man.
At this moment, we'd like to give a special shout out to our sponsors, Coca-Cola. Thanks for believing in us, and thanks for the in-kind donation.
Welcome back from commercial break. This is season 1, episode 7 of Circle Navigation. I am your host, Ieshia Jordan. Today, we brought back Team A New You to help motivate us into learning the importance of health and wellness.
Hey, it's me, Coach Tony B. But today you can call me Vice Street Tony, man. Because we in work mode. You feel me? You know when we in work mode, man. Every time we see food, what we do, Rudy G? Let's eat. We eat. Yeah. Ain't no way around it. Ain't no doubt about it, man. I want you to tap in with me, man. Follow me at DCP Tony B. On any site you can go to, any platform you can find me, dog. We got a new record called Hallelujah. You know, somebody can be reference from a new EP called Silence is 85. You understand me? I'm gonna let the fam put you on game and let you know what's really happening.
Hey everybody, it's Coach CC here to let you all know about our wellness, our fitness, our life changes, and everything that takes place to make a better you and to build a better you. It starts with you. You have to be the first person to make that step coming forward to change your life for the better. I have been on that process with changing my life and starting at 273 pounds of weight. So now I am in it completely for a complete life change, to continue to do better, to be better, to feel better, to make progress in my life. With a new you can become a new you to the fullest, a better person, a better version of yourself.
All right, so let me ask y'all something, Shelly. Are you ready to be an influencer? Do you even know what an influence is? Can you persuade people to do something that they wouldn't usually do? If that's you, then I'm looking for you to become a paid brand ambassador right now. Every one of my family members you just seen, contact one of us right now, today. Reach out to us. We're going to teach you how to become a paid brand ambassador. All right. This is New You, and this is Circle Navigation. Yeah. Good job. Good job. Ready?
Looking for an easier way to get that LLC next to your business name? Say hello to Taylor Brand. You just go to their...
Today on Dine and Design, we're going to be doing something a little bit different. Usually we'll go out and find other entrepreneurs and business owners for this segment, but today we're going to be taking a look into my personal journey. Well, tonight I'm just going to go into a little bit of history of myself. Well, as you know, my name is JzeTai Elliott. I am a mother of 2 beautiful children. I have a son, his name is Terrence. I have a daughter. Her name is Ieshia. One is 5 and one is 2, and they are my world. I'm a single mom. I work hard. I also go to school. I'm currently pursuing a nursing degree, which of course is very strenuous in itself. Circle navigation is definitely an outlet for me. It's giving me a place to express myself and be who I am and to meet new people and do new things. Before this, I wouldn't say that I would have done this, but now I'm just very open to it. It has opened me up as a person. One of my most favorite times I would say I would had on the show is definitely when we went to the Mike Miller show and we got to see all of the comedians, and I actually got to spend time with my team outside of actually filming. We definitely have some really good times on the show. My director took forever to learn my name, but now he has it down pat, which I'm so glad because he was tearing it up. I absolutely love working with my co-host Ieshia. She is amazing. She keeps me laughing. We have great moments on the show. I mean, she's beautiful also. And I love working with our co-producer, Mom Pam. I know her affectionately. It's just Pam because she actually raised me. She's known me since before I even came out the womb. So she's everything. I love it. I love it. I love it. One thing I would ask God to do for this show is provide us with an actual studio. And of course, more money to do more bigger projects, to travel more, so that we can just enjoy ourselves thoroughly.
At this moment, we would like to give a special shout out to Checkers of Albany, Georgia. This is Circle Navigation, Season 1, Episode 7. Welcome back from commercial break. This is Season 1, Episode 7 of Circle Navigation. I am your host, Ieshia Jordan. Today on our Black History segment, I will be introducing our very own Melissa Hughes.
I am so excited to be here at Circle Navigation, a platform where I can tell my story. I'm a county commissioner here in Tift County. Been a county commissioner for over 16 years, served my 4th term. Very unusual for a woman in Tifton. I am the first Black woman to be elected to this position, and it's such an honor. How I got started in all of this? It was definitely God, because I didn't know what a commissioner was, had no idea. On my way to my parents' house, a very still voice said to me, "County Commissioner." I sat there for about 5 to 7 minutes, ran in the house and told my parents, "I think I'm gonna run for county commissioner." My dad said, "Yeah, go for it." My mom said, "Don't do it." That was that mama bear, because she know how this world is. But I must say, I am so glad that I ventured off into this, because I have the opportunity to help people. I have an opportunity to help my district, which is the best district it is, and that's District 2. One of the few things that I implement in being a county commissioner is one street at a time. And that's where I go to a different street, part of the community, and I pick up litter. When I first became a commissioner, there were so many dilapidated homes. I got with code enforcement, and in the first 6 months, there were 10 homes, that dilapidated homes that were torn down. I was so excited about that. I got a park redone. Very, very excited about that. That was Copeland Park. There was things that was going on at Copeland Park that the children could not go out there and play. But if you go by Copeland Park now, it's a place where the children, there's a new playground out there. There's still some things that we need to do. But guess what? It takes all of us. I can't do any of this by myself. Another thing that I do, I collect coats. And the reason that I started collecting coats, I would see children walking to school with capris on and just hoodies. And it was cold. And so I decided to get the community involved by collecting coats. And as of today, there has been over 3,000 coats that have been collected. And I've been doing this for over 16 years. From day one, I started that. The next thing that I'm very proud of is I do a sock drive. And I have collected numbers of socks, so many socks that I take to different schools. These are things that I love doing. And I must say, this is not part of what a commissioner does, but this is a passion that I do. And a passion, you go for it, you do it. Regardless of what your title is, you do those things. There's another thing that disturbs my spirit, and that's the crime. We have black on black crime. Why we have that, I don't know. How can we solve this? I'm not sure. But one thing I do want to say is, I'm here. I had someone to say or post on social media that the leaders don't come out. But one thing that I would like to ask the viewing audience, would you want your mother to be out there, regardless of what her title is? That is not what my job is to do. That is for the police and the sheriff's department to do. Yes, it breaks my heart when I hear these things, but that is not my job. You can call me, and guess what I can do? I can call the sheriff. You can reach me at 229-326-0241. I am always, and I must say again, always available. I answer my phone and I return calls. That's because I do love my district. And when we have a district, and when I say that I have a district, I'm talking about my neighbors. And your neighbors, there are no boundaries. So you can be in District 1, District 2, District 3, whatever district it is. All I ask you to do is call me, because I do love Tifton. And I would like to see all of us, and especially our young black men, make it to the right old age that God has promised us, and that's 70 plus. I am in the process of writing a book. About 30, 40 years now, I was raped. And I hear from a lot of young women, a lot of young girls that see me as an inspiration. And I had a very dear friend that I was telling my story to, and he told me that I needed to put it in print. And I have started writing this book, and it's called Commission to Live. I'm at the age of 50 plus. But at this age, I've gone through a lot. And I guess that's why I have a passion for people, because I was raped. And living in a small town, everybody knew about that. I was in high school, actually a senior in high school. And some years later, not being able to handle the pressure, I tried to commit suicide. So I'm here to tell you, there's a book coming out, and I would like you all to just be looking out for it. It's called Commission to Live. When God gave me that title, I knew what it was all about. I will ask any woman, any child, any girl, any boy, if you're going through something, talk to somebody. Reach out to them. There are people out there that care. Never let anyone tell you that nobody cares, because there is someone out there to care. That was one thing that I didn't do. I didn't talk to people. Tried to hold everything on these shoulders. And doing that, I almost lost everything. So I'm here to tell you, you can even call me. I'll give you that number again, 229-326-0241. We are, if you have a puzzle, if one piece is missing, the puzzle is not complete. I am Commissioner Melissa Hughes, Tift County Commissioner and Chairman, ACCG Vice President, and you are looking at Circle Navigation.
That concludes today's show of Season 1, Episode 7 of Circle Navigation. Remember to stay blessed, never stressed, and see you on the next episode.
here on a